Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Ooh, how's everybody doing this morning? Good to see you. Good to see you. It looks like it's going to rain today. Yeah, it's looking a little bad out there. Looking a little bad. Might have a little rain today, everybody. Good morning. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Paulette. Good morning. Come on in. Come on in. Let's get ready to have a little news and information that you can use. Y'all know how we do over here. We like to go live and talk about what's happening in the news, what you got going on in the world, things like that. And then I am going to prepare a nice cup of coffee while we get ready to talk about the news, because that's what we do here. We talk about the news, we talk about what's happening, during the day shift. And then you guys get to listen to it a little bit later on during the day on KCCR Radio, the Brownstone Center. So first of all, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Paulette. I am the owner and founder of Brownstone Worldwide, which houses KCCR Radio, the Brownstone Center, and also houses the syndicated radio show, The Sunday Brunch. We also have under our wheelhouse, Cohen's Corner, Ear Hustle Radio, Urban Minimalist. We have KJ in the Hall. We have Tea Time and DJ Tony Hernandez with Eye of the Storm as well. That falls under our wheelhouse on KCCR Radio Brownstone. If I were you, I would go ahead and I would take a look at the KCCR My Brownstone Living, the app, and you can listen in along with news and information that you can use. So good morning, good morning, good morning. Once again, I'm getting ready to get my coffee ready. While I do that, what I would like for you guys to do is to just take a listen to the news, because of course, that's what we're here for, is to give you some news. We're here to give you good news. We're here to give you what's happening in the world. And then we're going to go about our day. But if you have your coffee, I got mine. I'm going to turn on this news just for a little bit so you guys can get what's happening in the world. How about that? You ready?
The House passed a stopgap funding bill Tuesday to fund the government for another month and avert the government shutdown. The chamber voted 272 to 163 to fund the government through March 11th. Current government funding is expected to run out February 18th, and the Senate must pass the same legislation and send it to President Joe Biden's desk to avoid a government shutdown next week.
Interesting, isn't it? We got a government shutdown that's coming. What else is next? Well, let's find out, shall we?
A rapidly growing list of Canadian provinces moved to lift their COVID-19 restrictions as protesters decrying such measures, with truck blockades Wednesday in the capital and the key U.S. border crossings, including the economically vital bridge to Detroit. Alberta opposition leader Rachel Notley accused Alberta Premier Jason Kenney of allowing an illegal blockade to dictate public health measures. The House passed a stopgap funding bill Tuesday to fund the government for another month and avert the government shutdown. The chamber voted 272 to 163 to fund the government through March 11th. Current government funding is expected to run out February 18th, and the Senate must pass the same legislation and send it to President Joe Biden's desk to avoid a government shutdown next week. Across the U.S., the number of people in the hospital with COVID-19 has tumbled to more than 28% over the last 3 weeks, to about 105,000 on average, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. White House COVID-19 response team provides an update as some states lift mask mandates.
Cases and hospitalizations are falling. This is, of course, encouraging, and that leads us, of course, to have us look at all of our guidance based on the latest data and the science and what we know about the virus.
Several families whose loved ones died or were injured while trying to escape a smoke-filled Bronx apartment building sued the owners Tuesday, alleging safety violations that led to the wrongful death of 17 people, including 8 children.
My mother, sister, were all trapped in this building when the fire started. I lost my sister in the fire. She was trying to come down the stairs with my family.
The 5 lawsuits were filed on behalf of the families by Benjamin Crump, a civil rights attorney based in Florida.
You all will see all the violations, the code violations that were not followed. If these were white citizens and you had 17 people lose their lives and others catastrophically injured, that we would not even be only talking about civil liability and civil citations, we would be talking about criminal culpability.
A malfunctioning electric space heater started the blaze the morning of January 9th, fire officials said. This is latest news headlines. The Justice Department on Tuesday announced their arrest of a New York couple charged with conspiring to launder cryptocurrency presently valued at $4.5 billion. Deputy Attorney General Lisa Monaco held a press conference explaining the arrest.
Today, the Department of Justice has dealt a major blow to cyber criminals looking to exploit cryptocurrency. The department has charged Ilya Lichtenstein and Heather Morgan for their alleged roles in a conspiracy to launder stolen cryptocurrency taken during the 2016 hack of a virtual currency exchange. That hack resulted in the theft of almost 120,000 Bitcoin, which at the time was worth approximately $71 million. Today, the value of that Bitcoin has grown to over $4.5 billion.
This is the largest seizure of cryptocurrency
That's a lot
ever
of money,
by U.S. law
A lot
enforcement.
of money.
Shortly after learning that her 15-year-old son had shot fellow students at a Michigan high school, Jennifer Crumbly sent a text message to her boss at the real estate company where she worked as a marketing director. "I need my job," she wrote to Andrew Smith. "Please don't judge me for what my son did." The text took Smith by surprise given the tragic news. "I thought she would be more worried about what was going on," he said. Smith testified about that November 30th text exchange in a Michigan courtroom Tuesday during a preliminary hearing for Jennifer and James Crumbly. Hyundai and Kia are telling owners of almost 500,000 cars and SUVs in the United States to park outside and away from buildings due to a possible defect that can cause vehicles to spontaneously catch fire even when they're not running. The problem is that due to foreign contaminants, the anti-lock brake computer control module can short circuit and possibly start a fire in the engine compartment. Tiffany Martin explained what happened when her car caught fire.
Smoke started pouring out of my car underneath the hood. Got out of the car, more smoke pouring out, grabbed my child, ran into the woods, more or less just sitting in my driveway. I can't afford to have it repaired. Even if I could, I'm not sure I would ever want to get into it.
Owners who think that their vehicle might be involved can contact a Hyundai or Kia dealer or the company's customer service department. Owners can also check NHTSA's auto safety website. And that's the latest news headlines. I'm Alan Edwards.
All right, you guys. Once again, welcome to the Day Shift. It's your girl Paulette. You are, of course, hanging out with me in my kitchen first thing in the morning. It is about 8:23, so I have about 30 minutes to kind of hang out with you guys before I actually start my day. I'm answering some emails. I'm getting ready to plan out my day. Hang on just a second, because folks is, I gotta try to. I got to try to answer some emails real quick, text messages and so forth and all of that other stuff. So yeah. Anyway, good morning. So let's get this party started. So the first thing that I always like to do during the day shift is to talk to you guys, say hello, let you know what's happening in the world, because why not, right? So y'all saw me on here yesterday. It was actually a replay that you saw last night. And the reason why we're doing that is so that we can let you guys really kind of see, if you missed it, then we're going to replay it again. Yeah, we kind of like that just a little bit, but we want you to see some of the stuff that we're doing. So you guys got to actually see the replay, I believe, of actually two. We did the 4th of July, and then we did the King Biscuit yesterday as well. So we redid that because I went live on Sunday and you guys saw me do the King Biscuit. And so we're actually just doing it again. We did it again yesterday, but you guys will be able to catch this a little bit later on today. so that we can provide you guys with a with more news and information that you can use. So good morning, good morning. If you are actually just joining us on the different platforms that we're currently on, we appreciate you. So a couple of things that I always like to do is I always like to kind of go through the news and see what's going on. The same bits of information that you're hearing me talk about and you see me talking about are actually some of the things that are happening right now. And we get breaking news like all throughout the day. It's so much news. We have to literally filter it. We have a system that filters it and sends that information directly to the Facebook pages and stuff like that. And eventually it's going to start being a place where you all will be able to get all of your news in one place. So again, we're talking about Brownstone Worldwide when we're ready for that. But so y'all, woo, all right. So oh my goodness. So there you go. That why are you just now sending me all of my alerts at one time? That is not cool. All right, so let's go through the news really quick and let's find out what's happening around the world. So first of all, there's this really cool recipe that I want to try y'all a little bit later on today. I'll probably do it with Amina. It's a little cupcake or whatever. We're going to be preparing that. So if I were you, I would come back if you want to check it out and see what we're going to be doing. So did y'all hear about Elon Musk? I know you did because I heard about it too. Let me tell you what I heard. I heard, just like I thought was going to happen, that he is trying to get out of the $1 billion deal with Twitter. You know what? If it were me, I would let him go. Okay? I don't know how anybody actually took this dude seriously when he said that he was willing to purchase it. Like, what was he going to do with it? He doesn't seem like he's a friendly dude in terms of like, employees and stuff like that. Just some of the stuff that I've read. So maybe I've misunderstood and maybe somebody can kind of clarify some things for me. But when I read that this dude was literally trying to get out of the deal, it did not surprise me. So what I'm going to do, as I always do, is I like to provide you guys a little bit more context so that you guys aren't like, well, what is she talking about? Well, what I'm talking about is this shenanigans that he literally put everybody through. And when I was reading, I remember when I was reading through all of the news on it, it was kind of like, well, what is this dude doing? Like, he doesn't even know what he's doing. So here we go. So Elon Musk is having the time of his life over Twitter's $44 billion deal. Shares meme on filing lawsuit. So he literally sent a meme, y'all, with a smirk face, right? So Tesla CEO Elon Musk poked fun at Twitter for taking him to court and shared a meme which made fun of the microblogging platform. Twitter has announced it was suing Musk for terminating the $44 billion takeover deal. So I don't know about anybody else, but I personally saw through the fact that this dude was not really going to purchase Twitter. It was all just fun and games for him. I don't know how in the world anybody was able to not see through that. Just kind of watching some of the stuff that this guy goes through and what he does in terms of the way he handles his business. He's having fun is what he's doing. And at whose expense? I don't think he particularly cares. When you're a multi-billionaire, you don't care, right? So I think one of his things is I'm just going to go and I'm going to have fun. Good morning, you guys. Come on in the room. Let me know that you're here. I appreciate you all for coming in and hanging out with me this morning. Once again, this is the day shift. It's your girl Paulette on KCCR Radio, the Brownstone Center. Actually, the show that you're hearing and watching right now will be airing later on KCCR Radio Brownstone. So you can go ahead and download the app and you can listen to a replay of this, or you can just come back here. You can watch it if you want to. It's completely up to you. I really do come here and we provide the news. So you guys just got through listening to our news service. And we provided you with about 4.5 minutes worth of news while I prepare my coffee. Y'all, this coffee is getting ready to be everything. Thank you so much for the likes. Let me know that you're here. Go ahead and share this particular broadcast if you would like to do that. We're just sitting up in here. This is one of the coolest things in the morning to do, is to just kind of sit back, chill out, and plan your day. So backstory to the reason why I do this. So first thing in the morning, when I was a young girl, when I was maybe 15, 16 years old, I used to notice that my parents would be downstairs in the dining room having coffee and toast, and they would be planning out their day. Well, back then, what they would do is they would plan out their day on the back of an envelope. right? And so my mother would literally just write everything on the back of it, from groceries, what she had to do for the day for her business. She had a daycare, and she just wanted to make sure that everything was going to be running smoothly. So not only that, but they also had another business, and so they were working both of those, and they would be trying to figure out, you know, the allocation of funds and stuff throughout the day. And I would be coming downstairs to get ready to go to school, and it was just a normal thing to see your parents up early in the morning planning out the day. Good morning, everybody. So what we do here is pretty much the same thing, because it kind of gives you like this feel good vibe that maybe you don't have to have coffee in the morning by yourself, because we sitting here, we laughing and talking and kicking together. That's really what this is about. Okay, get your news, get your information, build up some types of, you know, conversation or whatever, and let's talk about some of this foolishness that's going on. So like I was saying with Elon Musk, this dude is having the time of his life, because he is not going to go through with this $44 billion deal, and Twitter is suing him for that. And so my thing is that's kind of creepy. So traditionally it is keeping up with the Kardashians, but at the moment it seems like it is more about keeping up with Elon Musk, and he is absolutely tickled. The Tesla CEO and his Twitter deal is no less than a controversial soap opera that keeps throwing twists with each episode. First, Musk announced that he'll be on the Twitter board. Then he said he was going to buy the microblogging platform. Later, he terminated the deal, and now it's a legal battle between them. But Elon is unfazed by all of the drama. Of course he would be, right? Okay. And in fact, he seems to be having the time of his life. SpaceX and Tesla CEO mocked the apparent legal battle. Of course he did. Tesla CEO Elon Musk on Monday poke fun at Twitter for taking him to court and shared a meme which made fun of the microblogging platform. Twitter has announced it will be suing Musk for terminating the $44 billion deal. We saw that coming. I don't know about anybody else, but I know I did. Okay. So I'm going to be sharing this information with you guys on our platform, so you all will be able to kind of take a look at it and see for yourself. This man is off the chain. He gonna do what he want to do, and he ain't messed up about who's impacted or whatever, you know. So what does he care? He really doesn't. He's like, okay, what are we doing? I'm sorry. He doesn't care. He's like, oh, y'all gonna do what? Sue me? Am I not like the richest person in the world right now? So what do I care if you guys are gonna do X, Y, Z to me? Okay. And it'll stay in litigation so long, ain't nobody gonna care no way after a while. Because we got bigger fish to fry out here in the world, right? And so I'm gonna go back and let's take a look and see what's happening now. So Prime Day, let's talk about Prime Day. The company is facing more than its share of criticisms, but it has also changed the face of retailing, which we all know that they have. So Prime Day is coming up. I definitely want to find out more information about that and what it entails. Let me just clarify now, with me talking about Amazon and Prime Day, I am not an affiliate. I am not being paid for this information. We're just holding a conversation to kind of give you guys some context for the day, some conversation that you can have that's just a little bit more light, because we can go deep on Cullen's Corner night, which is Thursday night, and talk about all of the hot topics. And speaking of Cullen's Corner, don't forget to keep it locked to KCCR Radio, because you'll be able to listen to older shows from Cullen's Corner, because you know Cullen's Corner has been around for about 13 years now. It's been a long time. So we definitely wanted to Prime Day 2022. So this sucker is amazing. So y'all, I'm getting all kinds of ads and stuff in my inbox, but we're going to go here and let's take a look at what some of those Prime deals are. Let's see. Prime Day. First of all, y'all gonna have to school me on this, because I really, really don't understand what Prime Day is. I think they just kind of made up their own day, and which, you know, you can, because isn't that what pretty much everything in the world is? We just make up some stuff and we just say that this is what it's going to be, and then that's what it is. Okay, this is the same thing. So they're saying, oh, let's shop epic deals on business supplies and more. Ooh, this looks like fun. So let me tell you what's currently available. They have a Delta Faucet 5-spray H2O Kinetic Intuition 2-in-1 faucet for $140, normally $175. Echo Show is on sale right now. It's 100, normally 250. Right now it's $179.99, or as my daughter says, $180. It's just basically $200, because by the time you pay the taxes and all that other stuff, if you're not a Prime member, it's gonna be about $200. Okay. Let's see what else is out there. Artistic Weavers Chester Bohemian Area Rug. Proactive is available right now. Let's see, Samsung Galaxy Watch and 40mm smartwatch with whatever, $150. So, okay, I'm confused. Hopefully somebody can kind of help me understand, because I don't see the validity in Prime Day. Maybe it's just me, but go over to Amazon.com and take a look for yourself and see what deals are currently available for Prime Day. Okay. It looks like they even have, so I have a business account with Prime as well. So I see here that there's some business deals as well. And really what I think it is, you know, it's just a way for them to generate additional revenue. And you know what, ain't no wrong with that. Do you? I see they have kids and baby clothing from their brands, underwear, undergarments, paper products, everyday essentials, which is their, you know, their Amazon brand as well. We have the Amazon Fire TV that's for sale. I didn't know that they had one, but I see them right now. It's going for $200. So Prime Day, not really, you know, maybe I'll do some research and find out more about what Prime Day is, because I don't know, you know, what is it? So anyway, so getting back to what we were talking about. So Cullen's Corner will be coming to you this Thursday at 7 Central, 8 Eastern, and we got some hot topics. One is the child support issue. It was a young lady who posted on their Instagram, I think it was, or one of their reels, and she was saying how she's never going to put her child's father on child support, and so forth. You know, even if he is a part of the child's life and he's not helping to support or whatever, she was willing to work 2 jobs or whatever so that the child's father is not put on child support. If you want to be a part of that conversation, Cullen is going to be posting that a little bit later on the Brownstone Center, and also I'll be sharing it on my personal Facebook page and so forth. Also on the Sunday brunch of Brownstone Living and Essentials. We want to hear from you what you think about that. And then we also have another topic. Do you believe in 50-50 in relationships, you know, between 2 individuals? So should one person be paying more than the other? We know that so many things have happened, and, you know, the adjustments of our current social norms here in the US of A. So does it even apply? Good morning. Good morning. Come on in the room and let me know that you're here. Send me some likes. Let me know that you're here. Send me some hearts. I definitely appreciate it. So we've got some, here we go. Prime Day deals. There's a reader's list of Amazon products, and there's like a restock and all this stuff. Heathrow asks airlines to stop selling summer tickets as it limits daily passengers to 100,000. Oh, wow. Y'all, this is breaking news. This just came out. All right, so let's go check this out and see what they're saying. Heathrow is actually, so London Heathrow, okay, is what they're talking about. This is really interesting. And the reason why I say this is I just booked some flights, okay? And my flights were so cheap, I had to rethink, especially with gas as high as it is right now. You would think, you know, that you would be paying more for gas. And my flights, I bought 2 tickets, round trip, and they were $125 each. So we're going to be doing some traveling here in a little bit. And so I was really surprised at the price, right? And then my daughter bought some tickets yesterday, and hers were just as cheap. So, you know, I'm just trying to figure this out. So let's talk about what's happening. Heathrow Airport is asking airlines to stop selling any more tickets for travel this summer. Wait a minute, you asking me to stop making money? I don't understand. Okay, let's dig a little bit deeper. All right. As it announces a cap on passengers allowed to fly from the airport. The London airport will limit passengers to 100,000 per day until September 11th, as it struggles to cope with high demand and a lack of resources. Now that I can understand. Now still we're recovering from COVID, even though we're in the middle of COVID. And so a lot of different places, even my current employer, is having issues, kind of keeping things staffed, because now people have become more resourceful. And remember, we've been saying this for some time here on the day shift here at the Brownstone. We've been talking about how people have become more resourceful and are learning how to generate their own streams of income. And so there's a new economy that is emerging. And I don't even know if I want to call it the gig economy. I just know that right now, people have options. So of course, major corporations and companies that have been dependent, yes, they have been, even though they make it seem like they're the ones with power, they have been dependent on people getting up and going to work. Well, now people have become resourceful. Okay. And let me just say this. I understand where the business units are coming from, where they're having to say, we're going to have to let some people go because business is not what it was because of COVID, XYZ. But now you're asking people to wait. And then when the lights come back on, you want people to show up and get back to work. Well, it doesn't work that way, because people have to continue to keep living, and people made decisions, right? And so when they made their decisions, guess what happened? They had to continue to start taking care of their families. They had to finish paying the bills. They got to pay the mortgage. They got to pay the rent. If they got the rent, honey, they had to pay the insurance on the car, insurance on the family, whatever. Y'all already know COBRA is no joke. It is super expensive, especially if you don't have insurance. So you're dealing with that, and how you're going to take care of this or that, or how you're going to keep the lights on. And the company is just saying, hold off until we're able to bring you back. No, I have to live now. And so that's where a lot of this is coming from. So the influx of people that are starting to go back into going outside, as opposed to, staying at home and stuff like that, that's over with. But now we have to contend with the fact that there's not enough people in place to service said people. Okay, that's where this is coming from. So CEO John Holland Kay announced the difficult decision in an open letter to passengers, saying over the past few weeks, as departing passenger numbers have regularly exceeded 100,000 a day. 100,000 a day. We have started to see periods when service drops to a level that is not acceptable. So they're experiencing poor service levels as well. So our colleagues are going above and beyond to get as many passengers away as possible, but we cannot put them at risk for their own safety and well-being. Now, you got to respect that. You got to respect the fact that if they know that they're not able to provide to customers what they need in terms of service and care, that let's fall back a little bit until we're restructured. And I can respect that. I can respect that. Okay, so we're going to leave Heathrow alone. We're going to leave them alone. So again, Amazon Prime is today. So here's what we're going to be doing today as well. We're going to be providing you guys with some different sales and things like that on the Brownstone Center. Also on my personal page, I'll be placing some stuff, because I'm not trying to be like Amazon Prime, but let me tell you something, honey. If I can find you a good deal, I'm absolutely going to provide it to you. Yes, we are provided a commission for any sale of any items that you guys purchase. And this actually helps us to get some of the items so that we can prepare the meals, and so we can do some other stuff, right? So do keep that in mind when you are looking on the Brownstone Center and also my personal page, and you're like, oh, okay, well, how does this work? Well, the reason why we're doing this is because we're able to, based upon what we're generating from the shows. Okay. So that's something I definitely wanted to put out there. So I just had to put that out there, honey, because Heathrow be cutting up sometimes. I have friends that fly through there quite frequently. And so definitely wanted to talk about that. So we were talking about Cullen's Corner. We're talking about that. Cullen's Corner is actually this Thursday. Tomorrow, DeCarlo Collins will be on live, and his show is called The Front Porch. Of course, he also hosts Ear Hustling Radio. You can check out the podcast. It is a standalone podcast currently on KCCR, the app, but you can also go to, let me go ahead and pull this up for you. You can also go to kccrthebrownstone.com, and you can listen in either on your computer or you can listen on your cell phone. Either way, it doesn't matter, right? Because you're going to get the music, you're going to get news and information that you can use. You're going to get our news service. If you're listening to that, you'll actually hear the news service coming through that comes from the Brownstone, and also our upcoming commercials. Of course, there needs to be some editing that needs to be done. See, when you bring in other people to do the work, it's like, okay, what does this sound like? So we're going to have to redo some of those. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because we're still learning. We're still growing. So let's see. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, so that's really interesting. So I'm gonna tell you something. You're gonna hear more about this throughout the day because it's still breaking news right now. That is tripping me out because it's a big deal. Now we just talked about it. London Heathrow Airport is gonna limit passengers for the summer, but you already know everybody's trying to go on holiday, right? Or vacations or family reunions and stuff like that. So people just trying to get out here and live. That's all they're trying to do. That's all they're trying to do. So let me tell you what I am currently working on. I am working on my to-do list for today. Now, let me explain. One of the things that I'm currently working on, is I am working on planning out additional campaigns for the Sunday brunch and also for you guys. So the reason why this is important is because in the midst of all of this, we still have to live. So I can provide you news, I can provide you information that you can use, I can do the tips, topics, and talk. We got the day shift and the Sunday brunch. We help you rise and shine for your life. I'm cooking and doing all this other stuff. But how? So I get this a lot. And I know that this is hard to believe, but people literally inbox me and they ask me, how do you do what you do? I'm sorry, well, whatever do you mean? So I have to be honest. I am a planner of sorts, and I like to plan out what I'm going to be doing. So believe it or not, I'm part of some planner groups, and then I also have several different planners that I use. But there are some that are just, I have to keep it real with myself and understand that I have a propensity to make notes and not make anything happen. And so one of the biggest things that we have is I have a big house, okay, and we have a lot of space. I have the yard, and I got the backyard, and I got the deck, and I've got the suite upstairs where I stay most of the times. If I'm in my office, and then you got the other bedrooms. Everybody got their own bedroom, and stuff like that. So we have a lot of space here, and the thing that is hard to do a lot of times is to keep up the house. So I get inboxes from people that ask, how do I do what I do? How do you stay organized? How do you get up in the morning and stay motivated? How do you do the things that you do? So this is the part of the day shift where we get to talk about shifting your lives to better days, because that's really what the show is about. Okay, we can talk about the news, we can talk about all of that stuff, but y'all need some stuff that's gonna help y'all to be better and stuff that you got going on, right? So one of the things that I do is right now I'm part of a group, amazing group of sisters who are doing 10-day challenges where they are making a list of things. It doesn't have to be 10, but a list of things that you need to have accomplished within 10 days. Okay, so you take a day break. Yesterday was my day break, and then I go back into another list of 10 things that I'm going to focus on that need to be done. I have a business. It's called Brownstone Worldwide. Brownstone Worldwide has to eat, right? So it's got to be fed. And how is it going to be fed? It's going to be fed by generating revenue. It's going to be fed by making sure that I can build those connections with my community and talking to them and doing the things that are necessary for people to come into the room, if you will. And so in order for me to do that, I got to stay organized. Okay, so I keep a couple of planners. And then on top of that, let's talk about the fact that I do have a full-time corporate job. So what I do is I have several different planners. Okay, one is for corporate. That's just for what I do for my full-time job. But then anything else is put into separate planners because they have to be, or else my brain will be discombobulated. That's something totally out of the way. So what I do is I write down for my 10 days, and you guys can't see that, but I'll take like a little notepad and I'll write down the things that need to be done. The biggest thing is all of my sales pages and things need to start getting taken care of. So what I do is increase the frames at the CSC. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's see. Good email sequencer. Let's see. Sponsors and advertisers. All that fun stuff is here. But when am I going to have time to do that? Well, in addition to running a household and paying the bills and getting ready to travel and getting ready for my daughter's wedding, right? So all of this stuff is happening. And then I got nerve enough to be up in here cooking and everything else and talking to you guys and going through the news. Well, what I do, and this is a true story, I literally have been listening to what people say. So my daughter called me one day and she said, "Ma, I just don't know how you do it. Sometimes I come home from work and I just sit down and I don't move." And I'm like, "Well, what are you talking about?" She was like, "It's just so, I just get so overwhelmed. Like, I know the laundry needs to get done and I know this and XYZ and blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, "I understand." And I felt bad for her. And so I started thinking about all of the things that I was doing as a single parent. And she's not a single mother. She's getting ready to get married. They have a new son. He's 18 months old. And she was just like, I want to do it, but then I sit down and I look at everything and I just get overwhelmed. We all do. We all get overwhelmed. You have to put it in your head that certain things that need to get done. But knowing my child like I do, because she belongs to me, I birthed her, I already know she thinks like I do. And then all of the noise starts upstairs and it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. How do I stop the noise? Sometimes you have to write it down. Sometimes you have to get it out of your head and you have to put it on paper. Sometimes you have to put it in a tablet or speak it into your recorder, whatever that you have, so that your mind can stay clear. So one of the things that I did to help my child out was I created the My Brownstone Living Day by Day Home Planner. Okay, that's all I did. So I based it off of a couple of things. I don't even know if y'all can see that with this light just glaring like that. Let me see. Turn that down. Yep, there's the home planner right there. You see it? So that's the home planner. And one of the things that you can do in here, one of the things that's important to me is in order for me to get through my list, let me share this with you guys. In order for me to get through this list within the next 10 days, each day that I have, I do a 6 list, right? So this is a part of the journal. All right. So in my 6 list, what I'm doing is I'm going to be writing down the 6 most important things that I need to do for the day. And then once I'm done with this, I can take a look over here and what are the top 3 personal priorities that I have for the day? Am I going to take care of myself? Am I going to take a 10-minute meditation? Am I going to take a 30-minute walk? What am I going to do for me? Right? That's going to be important. I'm going to put that here. Now, I've also added a little note here. I just thought it was super cute, okay, because I'm a sticker girl too. One of the things that I added was an extra couple of lines so that you can make notes or whatever you need to, and you can use different color pens and stuff like that. Now, you have your 6 list. If you do not finish the 6 most important things to do for yourself for that day, guess what? Anything that's left over, you put down here. And that becomes the beginning of your new page for the next day. So say, for instance, you were going to mow the lawn today, right? That's just an example. And you didn't make it, you're going to put it down here. And then your new sheet, you're going to put it at the top and let that be your priority for that day. Okay. Now, once I've done this, I have a better idea of all of the things that I need to take care of. Okay. I carry this with me. Now, the other thing that I do is I also have a digital copy of the same thing. So I can take notes, make notes, or whatever. Okay. I can use it on my tablet. I can use it on my computer. But the cool thing is when I'm done, I always have a saved version of this. So I can always look back and reference and see if I covered everything. Now, here's the other thing that I did, because I know what it's like when you're a parent, you're busy, you got all kinds of things going on. And I decided that I would break up weekly tasks by day. Okay. Sounds really crazy, but let's talk about that. So weekly tasks by day look like this. You literally are going to pick a day. So today is Tuesday, right? So all I'm going to do for today, it says gather trash. Well, guess what? Today is trash day. So there's 3 different categories: AM, PM, midday, and PM. Okay. Real easy. So gather trash. That's going to be in each one of the bathrooms in the house and the main thoroughfare, which is this kitchen. We're going to make sure that the trash gets outside. But if you notice, one of the things, once you actually get the actual download of this, you'll see where it says gather trash every day. Hint, hint. Okay. All right. So midday, we can wash a full load of laundry or organize the laundry supplies or sweep and mop the laundry area. That is an area of the house, right? Now that just depends on your home or whatever, but you can always modify this. So midday, I am going to wash a load of laundry. And then in the PM, guess what? We're going to organize our common areas. Because the kids are home for the summer, everybody's home. One of the things that gets really cluttered is the family room, okay? And so we'll have to go upstairs and make some adjustments and put things back in order, dust things down, that kind of thing. All right, so I've got only, check this out, 3 things that I need to do for today. Make sense? So this morning, gather trash. Guess what? That got done last night. KJ put it out. Then we have for our midday, we're going to wash a load of laundry. And then guess what? Last portion of the day, we're going to organize our common areas. One of the things that you should always do really is kind of organize like your main area. So we have our downstairs living room, we have the upstairs living room. And one of the things that we do here is this area stays pretty clean. Outside of the fact that I'm going to be honest with you, I still have one bag of luggage that's still here from my trip almost 3 weeks ago. And I need to go ahead and put it up. And it's just a couple of pairs of shoes and stuff in there. So I'm not too worried about that. So let's see. Once you've put this out, one of the cool things is you just put it on the refrigerator. Here you go. See that? That's all I'm gonna do. Boom. Put it right there. So everybody in the house is gonna be able to see that you have things that need to be done. The reason why, listen very closely, the reason why we have it set up like this, or I have it set up like this, is because if you do any more than this, you won't do it. I don't care if it takes you 10 minutes. Take the 10 minutes and keep it moving. Don't try to overdo it. Don't try, whatever. You already know to wash one load of laundry that all you're going to do is wash it. The instruction says wash. It doesn't say fold. It doesn't say dry. It says wash. Now, check this out. This is going to make it even easier for you. There's another portion of this that's called block hour plans. So the block hour plans help you through your day. So gather trash, we're going to say 7 a.m. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down gather trash here. And then we'll actually have an area here for midday. Put that laundry away. And then in the evening, guess what? Organize those common areas. Okay, I'm going to literally do that. And when I'm done, I'm going to put it over here. Boom. Okay, everybody in the house can see that. Nobody's blind. Now, here's something else. On this one here, where you're picking your AM, your midday, or your PM, what you can do is you can actually assign this to a family member. So guess who's going to get this? We're going to either give this to KJ or to Lily. Okay, because both of them are home. So we're going to ask both of them to choose a living room or dining room. So KJ and Lily. Done. Okay, done. We're done. All right, so the rest is a wash a load of laundry. Everybody here except for Amina washes their own clothes because you're grown. Okay, big, and you can handle your own business. So I'm going to be washing my own loads of laundry. I'm going to wash some sheets today. Okay, and then again, the trash has already been put out. All right. So basically what this does is this is actually a portion of a technique that I have recently learned about a year or so ago, but it's amazing where you give yourself a window of time and then you do what you got to do and you're done. You're literally done for the day. Right. But guess what? Here's the cool thing. You are accomplished when you are done. Okay. It's like, yes, I did that. Don't do anymore because your brain is not made for that. Don't do anymore. But make sure that you are able to finish what you started is basically what I'm saying. Okay. All right. Now, if you want a copy of this, all you have to do, and of course I'm going to show you. Let me put my glasses on. You want a copy of this? Of course, we got it for you. Okay. Got it for you. It's called the Brownstone Planner. And of course, let's see. Here it is, right here. Go to bit.ly. My Brownstone Planner. It's the Brownstone Planner. Hold on just a minute. Let me move that. I don't want it to scroll. I want you guys to see it. There you go. All righty. So bit.ly/my brownstone planner. That's where you can go to get it. Guess what, folks? It's only $10. It's a digital download. You can use it on your cell phone. You can use it on your tablet. You can print it out like I did. Okay. I printed it out because I'm hands-on, right? And so the cool thing is that there's even instruction in the front of this to let you know exactly how to use it. Okay. So just kind of keep that in mind. Definitely wanted to let you guys know that. All right. Now, let's see. Oh, y'all, let's see what else is in the news, because I'm really ready for some more news. All right. Boy dies in hot car parked outside Miami area Jewish center. That's been happening a lot lately, and we seem to actually see that every year about this time. Ukraine claims arms depot attack in occupied Kherson with HIMARS rockets. Okay, that's going on right now. Kiev hails another strike by the HIMARS system, but it is not confirmed by Russian-backed officials. Let's see, the ratings game. Apple stock target cut on downbeat hardware revenue outlook. Market extra. Euro pauses at parity, but what comes next? All right, so we got a lot of different things that I'm going to be sharing to the Brownstone Center today. If it were me, I would go ahead and I would get locked in. And then also something else, like I said earlier, I'm going to start sharing some of those sales deals that we have exclusively for the Corner family. Okay, so I'll be sharing some of those. Let me take a look and see what we got today. So of course we got some JCPenney in the building. Academy Sports is here. Let's see, who else do we have? And guys, I get these a lot, and I'm gonna start sharing them with you all. I kind of feel guilty for not doing it. Under Armour is available. They're having a sale right now. So Prime Day 2022 is definitely here. So from Prime Day actually starts today and tomorrow. And let's see, what else do we have? And then I also go ahead and start posting my weekly top deals. I'm going to start doing that as well, because I've been kind of slipping on that as well. Okay. So just kind of keep that in mind. Again, if you want the Brownstone Planner, I would absolutely encourage you to go ahead and go to bit.ly/my brownstone planner and get the planner. Again, it's only $10, and you can start using it right away. I'm going to start telling you guys more about this, because this thing really, really, really has been helpful. Again, it came from Miss Old Crazy Brain, because this is how I stay organized. It's not easy, but if you give yourself a couple of minutes or an hour each day to get some things done, and it could be 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, and then 15 minutes there, you'll be able to get a lot more done in less time, and you won't have to feel overwhelmed trying to get a million things done at once. It doesn't work that way, because we're all living lives. Good morning to those of you all who are joining once again. It's your girl Paulette. It is time for some more news and information that you can use while I sip some more coffee. All right, let's go ahead and take a listen to what is happening in the news.
Several families whose loved ones died or were injured while trying to escape a smoke-filled Bronx apartment building sued the owners Tuesday, alleging safety violations that led to the wrongful death of 17 people, including 8 children.
My mother, sister, were all trapped in this building when the fire started. I lost my sister in the fire. She was trying to come down the stairs with my family.
The 5 lawsuits were filed on behalf of the families by Benjamin Crump, a civil rights attorney based in Florida.
You all will see all the violations, the code violations that were not followed. If these were white citizens and you had 17 people lose their lives and others catastrophically injured, that we would not even be only talking about civil liability and civil citations, we would be talking about criminal culpability.
A malfunctioning electric space heater started the blaze the morning of January 9th, fire officials said. Across the U.S., the number of people in the hospital with COVID-19 has tumbled to more than 28% over the last 3 weeks, to about 105,000 on average, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. White House COVID-19 response team provides an update as some states lift mask mandates.
Cases and hospitalizations are falling. This is, of course, encouraging, and that leads us, of course, to have us look at all of our guidance based on the latest data and the science and what we know about the virus.
Good morning,
the House passed a
Doris.
stopgap funding bill Tuesday to fund the government for another month and avert the government shutdown. The chamber voted 272 to 163 to fund the government through March 11th. Current government funding is expected to run out February 18th, and the Senate must pass the same legislation and send it to President Joe Biden's desk to avoid a government shutdown next week. A rapidly growing list of Canadian provinces moved to lift their COVID-19 restrictions as protesters decrying such measures, with truck blockades Wednesday in the capital and the key U.S. border crossings, including the economically vital bridge to Detroit. Alberta opposition leader Rachel Notley accused Alberta Premier Jason Kenney of allowing an illegal blockade to dictate public health measures. This is latest news headlines. Honda.
All right, so we've got the news and information that you can use, y'all. I'm gonna put this on the bottom of the screen. Lord Jesus, good question. How do you handle all that? Like, it's so easy. My girl, I need a break just listening to your schedule. I need another cup of coffee. That's Doris Rogers Williams. Shout out to Camden and Bearden, Arkansas in the building. Yeah, it's not easy, but what I will tell you is, y'all, don't laugh at me. I keep losing my glasses. These are my readers. Okay, again, I got on contact lenses, but I still need these to be able to read. Now I understand why people actually buy these. It's not a semblance of aging, because if it is a wonderful symbol. Okay, let's talk about that. But also, this is just a way for me to not lose my glasses. Let's finish talking about this foolishness right here to answer Doris's statement. I have to do this because it doesn't, like, my brain never turns off. It doesn't. And so in order for me, I have to do this. So honey, I'm making a listen to it, check it twice, honey. This right here, if I open this, you really gonna be like, what? So I'm gonna share with you guys one of the ways that I plan. This is how I plan for campaigns. Y'all see this book? This sucker is off the chain. So I know, and I'm showing you a blank page, but I actually know what day I'm going to say what, do what, or whatever. Okay. And then not only that, I'm able to understand what the objective is, what the purpose is, what is my main call to action for the days are, those kinds of things. This is called the $1 Million Planner. My homegirl, Monray Tuggle. Shout out to Monray, right? She's doing her thing, young lady too. So big shout out to her, and I'll be sharing her information a little bit later, but she really killed it with this book right here. Really, really did. So y'all, it is, let's see, it is about 7 past the hour, but this is literally what I'm doing. And I encourage anybody that is as busy as me, because y'all remember, I just told y'all I got a full-time gig, and it ain't, wait a minute. I work in corporate. Like, I'm one of the decision makers. Okay. And sometimes those meetings wear my tail out. Okay. I literally have a meeting at 10 o'clock. And so I have to prepare now. In about 10 minutes, I'm going to start preparing for this meeting so that I can meet with my team, who's located all over North America. Okay. I dig it. I think that it's pretty cool. But at the same time, you gotta find the time to do it. And what I also focus on in the middle of all of this is one of those things that I put on my list is, what am I going to do for me? Okay. Am I meditating? Am I going to take that walk today? Yes, I'm taking a walk today, honey. Listen, why y'all didn't tell me that this stuff started happening after 50? Stuff starts sliding down. I'm sorry. I just had to put that in there. Just sliding down. Just look crazy. So I'm having to do some extra stuff, and especially now, now that I'm feeling better, I'm starting to get my feeling back in certain body parts and stuff that didn't have the feeling before. So, after the surgery or whatever. But yeah, this is what I do in order for me to stay in control, some semblance of control, as I continue to build out the brownstone. Okay. So thanks so much for that, Doris. I appreciate that and letting me know that you're paying attention. So really quick, again, Cullen's Corner, Thursday. Make sure that you are in the building, that you watching, that you listening. We're going to give you access, if you are interested, to the private Corner family room. Yes, we have a private room, honey. Now, mind you, that's moderated by Cullen, but that's the Corner family. Okay. And then we also have Ear Hustling Radio host DeCarlo Collins. He's going to be doing the Front Porch tomorrow live on Wednesday night at about 7 o'clock. So you guys can go and check him out. Nikema E has her show on Friday nights at it's called Tea Time, where she actually has you to sip slow or something. She says it's pretty cool. You definitely want to check out her show. Really, really great topics. It's a complete podcast. We have DJ Tony Hernandez that happens with the Eye of the Storm on Saturday and Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. Of course, one of the flagship shows outside of Cullen's Corner is, of course, the Day Shift, which you are watching right now. And then we also have the Sunday Brunch on Sundays. We're actually in the middle of a series that is called Mind Your Own Business. So the first week we talked about Get Up. This week, Sunday, we talked about, it was Wake Up, then it was Get Up. And then this week, Sunday, it's called Make a Plan. Okay. And so we go through that with jazz, gospel, and we give you your spiritual vitamin. We give you tips, topics, and talk on how to make your plan. And that's what we're talking about this week. Okay. Again, my stuff is already on my refrigerator. Y'all hear me? I'm not playing with y'all. Everybody in the house has a responsibility. If you don't have a job, you got a responsibility to do something in this house. Okay. So I've already assigned it, and then they have their times that they're going to do it. Okay. This is how you do it. If you got folks in your house that's not helping you take care of some stuff. So if everybody is big enough to help hold a cup, you big enough to do something. So a perfect example is my son. My son has been washing dishes, and he's been doing his own laundry since he was 5. I'm like, that's child abuse. No, it ain't. Who gonna teach him? Okay. I'm the mama and the daddy. He's gonna get in there. He used to climb literally into the washing machine on the top, go get his clothes, and he would put them in the dryer. Couldn't fold worth a darn, but he did it. And now he hangs his clothes up. Okay. He literally, this is a true story. He literally, to this day, keeps his room cleaner than anybody in the house, including me. Literally. I don't know if that's because, his dad or whatever, because his dad was really, one of those clean freaks, had to have everything just so, right? He just like him. But anyway, that's another story. All right. So what we're going to do is let you guys know that tonight, we frying pork chops. Okay. Woohoo! So I'll be sharing that with you guys. No, that actually airs tomorrow. So let me tell y'all, remember I told you guys that we have to pre-record a lot of the shows? Well, that's what we did. Okay, so that airs tomorrow. And let me see, something else airs tonight. I forgot what it was. But you guys, make sure that you stick around and see what's happening. Go ahead and download. If you want that planner, the Brownstone Business Planner, it's a digital planner. You can print it out. You can do whatever you need. I have it typed out, everything. Oh, honey, I sat down and planned this sucker out for like 30 hours. But I did it over a couple of days so that I could get it done, because I was like, I got to help my child out. And so does she use it? I don't know. We're going to find out when we get to Milwaukee. How about that? All right. So let me finish my plans for the day. I'm going to take some of this off of my list, so in the next 10 days, I can have some things accomplished for Brownstone, and then also for my personal self. I'm going to finish up this, and let's just run through the news really quick, because I got about 3 more minutes, and then we're going to wrap it up, because I've been on here for an hour. Ooh, child, they are really, really, really letting us know Amazon Prime Day starts today. So here's what I'm going to encourage you to do. Go ahead and check it out. But again, remember, I'm going to be posting some sales and some deals for you guys as well. So just keep watching, keep looking, scroll throughout the day. Go ahead and like the Brownstone Center if you have not already done that. Go ahead and like It's the Sunday Brunch with me, your girl Paulette, and get into it, because again, next week Sunday, you guys will have an opportunity to get the portion of the Sunday Brunch series, Mind Your Own Business, called Make a Plan. Now, we're also going to be talking about Brownstone blends. Y'all, we are starting to sell Brownstone blends in individual packs. See that? So this is the garlic lemon pepper blend. Garlic lemon pepper blend is available. You also have the everyday blend. You also have the cinnamon nutmeg sugar, and also the turmeric jerk. Somebody said, "Woo, child, that turmeric jerk. It wasn't that hot. Don't play. It was not that hot. It was not that hot." Okay. All right. So that's all that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for coming out and hanging out with me, sipping your coffee. You guys, tomorrow, I will be back yet again to chat with you guys during the day shift, so we can help you guys shift your lives to better days. And one of those ways to do it, of course, is to plan your day accordingly, so that you can continue to focus on where you're trying to go in your personal life, whatever that means for you, right? All right. Nothing like a good, come on. You better tell them, honey. Nothing like a good old pork chop. Yes, a good old pork chop. Can't wait to share that with y'all. All right, so 3 things that I always like to tell my listeners, followers to do. You ready for this? Love your life. It's the only one that you have. Live your life to the fullest and enjoy every single moment, because one day you're not going to be here, so you might as well make every single moment count. And lastly, breathe through every single moment, because no matter what's going on, be it good or bad, one thing that I know for sure is if you take one breath, you're going to take another, and then another, and then another. And eventually, whatever you thought was so bad, it will have passed anyway. It's as simple as that. Love, live, breathe. You guys, it's your girl Paulette. Go ahead and download the KCCR My Brownstone Living, the app, or you can just go to kccrthebrownstone.com and listen in while you're at work or whatever. We will see you all later on in the day for more of the day shift, more of Nakima E, tea time at 1 o'clock, and the Hot Lurch Mix at 12 noon. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate you. Thank you so much, Miss Doris. I appreciate you. Have a good day. Bye.